Good morning. Welcome to another low budget YouTube video. It rained last night. We had our sheet for our bed hanging on the table because we shook it out. We wanted it to air out because the dogs lie on it and it got soaked. So it's actually in the laundry right now. Good morning. We're gonna make some pinwheels this morning because this is our last tortilla. This is what we're looking like. That's the cool thing about RVing. Someone that pulls up next to you for one night, and this lovely lady gave us some wine from a local winery. Keurig pods, which we don't have a Keurig, but the next time you find one, try those because they're from her town, San Angelo. Oh, it's decaf too. I love
It's very nice.
Are you crying? What?
Taking a whore bath.
A whore bath?
Taking a whore bath.
Be out in 10 seconds.
Be out in 10 seconds.
And then she knits while her husband drives, so she gave me this little dishcloth.
He stuck his hand inside of his glove. Next thing he knew, wha-bap! He got bit right in the finger by a spider. And he looked at that spider and he said, you know what? Fuck you. That's all I got to say about that.
I guess there was a spider inside on the window this morning, and Charlie was gonna go remove it like later in the morning. And you said what?
It was gone.
Oh, okay.
He was gone. I don't know where he is. He might be under my pillow. He might be under your pillow. I don't know.
Someone messaged me on Instagram yesterday saying that the dog hair was giving them OCD. Look how bad it is now. So I think what we're gonna do is open all the windows when we're going down the highway and just let it all blow out. Definitely a trucker route. But that helps us if the GPS ever says something squirrely and there's
Follow the truck.
a truck in front of us, we know we're gonna fit. All right, we're stopped to get gas. It's $3.85 per gallon here. I think we're still in Arkansas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're still in Arkansas. It's filling up, and then I think we had like 2.5 hours to go. Mississippi River. This is Memphis, Tennessee. Doing great, babe. What's a Bass Pro Shops? Stop number 2 at a Pilot.
So I can just back
I was gonna say, yeah, you'll be okay. You can go out there and then go out there.
I didn't see that.
I don't know how warm the pool is gonna be. Morgan Ward. This kind gentleman is going to escort us. It looks crooked from here, but honestly, if we come over to this side, it's not so bad over here, right? We don't have to be super straight on.
I'm good. Are you good?
I'm perfect. we hit a couple of really big bumps. And Charlie swore that the bike was going to be shifted. I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's that shifted. But we'll see what he thinks. I'm going to put the awning out because that will keep some of the sun off of the camper, keep it cooler. This channel isn't about judgment, okay? I just want to point something out. You see those tires right there that are off the ground? So the hydraulic stabilizers are not meant to hold your entire rig off the ground to stabilize it.
If you're crooked, get a low side, take a board, or they make chalks that you can drive up on so it levels it.
People can hear you.
Don't be mean.
You're yelling. I'm not being mean. You're yelling.
You're being
You're
mean.
yelling.
I'm
You're
explaining.
What? You're yelling.
They need to know too. Maybe they'll watch our show.
You're supposed to drive up onto something so you level it first, and then the stabilizers are just to stabilize your rig. So again,
They can hear.
no judgment.
They can hear you.
It's not bad.
No, we'll just pick up on that side and move it over again, then I'll bring it back to true center because she's leaning again. But
Okay. For some of the bumps we hit, it's not bad though, right?
that's still tight, but that's what she's leaning over there.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that strap, she would have gone through that wall.
Eh.
Hmm.
Guess there's a pretty violent thunderstorm coming in about a half an hour. So stay tuned. Been a long time since we heard some thunder.
Sure has. It's raining, the birds are chirping, there's cows in the field.
So a typical day for us is we wake up in the morning, we pack up all our stuff in the rig, and then we drive for like 5 or 6 hours.
I give her my wallet.
You do actually give me your wallet.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Hey mister, give me your money.
Anyways,
It's your money.
It's truly,
It's your money,
'cause
but
my card
I
is in
carry
his
it.
wallet, so I'm always like, can you just pay this person? Thank you. But anyway, we share responsibility. But yes. Then park, take everything back down, set up, take the dogs for a walk, make sure everything's good, and then spend like an hour figuring out our next destination.
you do it in like 10 minutes.
Feels like an hour. Look at these bags.
I probably got them too.
How do we look?
We looking good or what?
Do we look okay?
Hi.
How about, do I look okay?
Oh jeez.
But yeah, just when people are like, "Oh, RVing must be so fun," and you're like wild and free,
Oh, it is.
and you're having a great time.
You should do it.
It's a lot of work. And
Like go thousands of miles.
each day, like day.
Well, we
Like,
don't do that day.
I know, but we met our halfway mark today.
Yeah, we're over our
Thir-
halfway mark.
we
We're
got-
all fucking.
it's like 1,500 miles I think we're at, and we needed to do. We hit 1,300
It's
at some
2,600
point.
total, and we crossed over 1,300 today. We're at like you said 1,500 now.
I think so.
Not too shabby.
Yep.
We're only like $500-$600 in on fuel.
You think so? I think we're more than that. No?
I think we're probably right around 600 right now for fuel.
All right. Well,
It's
anyway,
because
send us money.
We don't drop our. When I hit a half a tank, pull over, take a piss break, walk your dog, check shit out, make sure your pins are good, your chains are good, all that stuff.
Pee pee poo poo.
And I never let it get below half a tank. And sometimes we stop after only burning a quarter of a tank. You know, might have to take an emergency piss break. I fill it right to the rim. I mean, it's the whole filled neck, everything, right to the end. I bring it right out and I fill it right up. Most I've put in there was, I think it was like $64 and change. And that was an expensive gas station.
So yeah, we're tired, but
Doing it.
we're plugging along.
Hell yeah.
Right outside of Knoxville.
So roughly right here on 40, because Knoxville's right here.
Dang, we're getting closer.
So I think we should just continue taking 81 instead of hitting 64. Just take 81 all the way up, because 64 we actually head south,
Yeah.
and then we have to go up.
Yeah.
So I think we should take 81 all the way up until it comes into 78. That drops us right off in the armpit of New York.
That makes me nervous. That's why we decided to like go over a little earlier.
Yeah, but 95 is right there. Like, it's literally a CH from dot to dot. That's Newark and New York. And then we could hit 95. And then Linda, Connecticut is right there.
Okay.
Might want to back away from the camper a little bit so you're not touching the skin.
It's the next day. Good morning. Very long drive today. So we're up early. It's 7:05. Getting things ready to go. It poured yesterday and this morning. So let me unlock a core memory for you. You're a little kid. Maybe you're an adult. You go camping and it rains. And so everything that you have on your shoes comes into the tent. And so the tent gets all crusty and wet and muddy. Well, that's what's happening in the camp. It's disgusting. To the next stop to clean it.
Where you going, friend? Let's do this. I had a weird Frinkle Pinky there.
You ready? Thanks. Come on, move over. In the back. 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 Be nice to your brother, please. Stop number 1 to get gas. Way to go, Bella. We are like 2.5 hours away from our next spot. It's been raining most of the time. We went through Nashville and the traffic wasn't too bad, honestly. GPS is going to take us around the city. And then it won't be too much longer after that. We'll be at our next spot. You having a good travel day? What's that? I got it already. Stop number 2. We're at another gas station. I don't know where, but we're about an hour and a half from our next stop. Thank you, sir. Both the dogs peed and had some water, and both of us peed and had some water. Okay. It looks like all these guys are pulled this way, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to get out and walk and see?
Well, we're right up on that end where this.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're fine.
Okay. And the gentleman said that we're under a tornado watch, and he pointed us to the direction of the tornado. tornado shelter, so.
I asked him, I was gonna ask if you got a hole in the ground or not. What side are we?
37. Yeah, it's this one right here. Doesn't look too wet.
Nah.
This is literally a farm in, actually, the park just by chance.
Here comes the rain.
Oh shit. They have a bluegrass festival here every September, and like when they started to do the bluegrass festival, people wanted to park in their field with their campers, so they just naturally like started an RV park.
She just asked me if I had a stroke. Nah. I'm just tired. It's been a stressful ride. We're gonna be alright though. We're gonna continue trucking on. Wards on wheels, baby! Yeah!
We're just gonna wait out the storm for a second. Okay, we made it. Yeah, you already know that. Anyways. Oh yeah, as you can see, it's pouring rain again. Oh boy. Because we went through all that weather and there was so much water on the road, water started to come up from underneath the camper, like through all the little holes and cracks, because this is just a camper, okay? It's not like we're traveling with a home down that road. There's like cracks and holes, and anyway, so the floor was all wet, all the storage underneath the bed was damp. Ay, ay, ay. We just got done like cleaning up all the water and dirt, and the bike shifted a ton.
The roads were wicked smooth.
The roads were terrible, and like there was so much rain that came down, it was like ridiculous. So
There was water coming up through the camper floor as we're going down the road.
Yep.
Legit, like up through everything.
Yep, and the funniest part is we had a box of wine in here that got wet, so I just threw the box away, and now we just have a bag of wine. That's kind of funny. But like, we just want to park.
We never
like,
just get the park. We always got something.
Something's always going on.
Something.
But it's like, if you ever want to know what purgatory is like between heaven and hell, just travel across the country in a camper and you'll know. Okay, we're gonna end the video here. We're safe and sound. No tornadoes yet.
Yeah.
But the warning isn't
Till
until 8, so we have 4 more hours. Anyway, cheers. See you on the next one.
Bye.